Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you knew this was coming. If Nathan was watching this video, he would have said something gay, of course. 4K at 30 frames per second. We are recording on the Galaxy S20. Once again, a 4K at 30 frames per second video. Completely unedited, raw file, raw dogging it right on the YouTube. More test quality for your displeasure. Viewing displeasure. Viewing disviewing pleasure. Let's start off with zooming in. Over there, as you can see, is... Okay, this makes... Why can you record... You can zoom in times 12 at pretty much all the resolutions, even 4K, but you can only zoom in times 10 if it's at 60 FPS. I still don't understand why, but okay, because I'm currently zoomed in times 12. That is, over there, the new Costco. It is finally finished. Even though it's probably not going to be open anytime soon because of the stupid coronavirus. But as you can see, the building itself is already completed. Now they just got to start working on the interior, and then they got to start, you know, getting employees over there and getting everything stocked up. I mean, yeah, I don't have a Costco membership. It's overpriced. I have Sam's Club, which is like $40 a year. I think they bumped it up to $45. I don't remember. Last time I paid for it, it was $40. And it's good till probably like August or September. I don't fucking remember. Who gives a shit? But Costco is $60. Why? What the hell does Costco have to offer that gives them the nerve to charge like $15 to $20 more than Sam's Club? Do they even give a shit about trying to be competitive here? You'd think Costco would be the same $40 to $45 as Sam's Club. Why the hell is it so expensive? I mean, $60 a year isn't really anything, but still, like, knowing that Sam's Club is just as good. I mean, Sam's Club versus Costco, it's really just down to personal preference. You know, what do you prefer? Do you like the Kirkland brand and some of the junk they have at Costco? Or do you like the Sam's Club brand with the... I don't even know what the hell Sam's Club brand is. Sam's Choice or something? I don't remember. But I've never had a problem with Sam's Club. They both have those gluten-free rotisserie chickens for $5. Full-size, fat-ass chicken. So damn good. Only problem is it's so full of salt. Oh, I still eat tons of those anyway, because screw you. Getting ahead of myself. Let's do some focusing. Autofocus. 4K at 30 FPS. Just a friendly reminder, even though you could probably just look at the damn quality settings on YouTube and it says it goes up to 4K, because that's what this is, you stupid oaf. Borks. Look at that beauty. It's a beauty. Do some wide angle. 4K wide angle. 4K wide angle. Wow. Wow. Check out the stabilization. Let's go for a walk. Zoom in. Oh, yeah. Let's check out my face. Because apparently in the last videos, like showing my face, it blurs out the background flawlessly. Like, it apparently focuses better in certain situations than my iPhone 11 Pro does. Kind of shocking. Like, the iPhone has always had like the best cameras ever. Like, it's always had the best video quality. But it looks like, so far from first impressions, this new Samsung Galaxy Bar phone is pretty damn sexy. Like, it's just as good, at least, as the iPhone. It might even be better in some categories. Like, as far as focusing goes, it's pretty damn good. I would say the focusing on the Galaxy S20 is actually a little bit better. It looks better and it works a little bit better than the iPhone. Kind of surprising. We'll have to see how the audio sounds too. Audio probably is going to be pretty much the same as on the iPhone. It might be a little bit better, I'm not sure. I mean, this phone did come out obviously after the iPhone, and this phone is a direct competitor to the iPhone, so obviously they're going to take after what the iPhone has and try to make it better. And then iPhone 12 is going to come out, and whatever they put in that is probably going to be slightly better than this. I mean, there's no end. It's not, at this point, who cares what is better? Who cares if the iPhone is better or this is better? Nobody is going to come out on top. There's always going to be a new damn version of everything that comes out that's going to be slightly better. It's really all down to personal preference. Do you prefer iPhone? Do you prefer Android? For me, I prefer both. I can't pick. I can't pick one or the other. You know, if I had to choose between iPhone or Android, like I was just strictly stuck with one or the other, I could not choose one or the other. I don't think I could. Like, I might say that I would just pick iPhone if I had to pick one or the other, but it's so close. And the only reason I would pick iPhone if I had to choose one is just because the iPhone is the OG. The iPhone is like what started it all. It started this smartphone madness. It was my first smartphone ever, and I have so many special memories with the iPhone. I had the iPhone 3G. That was my first iPhone, my first smartphone ever, because before that, I had some crappy Motorola Razr flip phone. I think, it was the Motorola Razr flip phone. I had that phone when I was like 13, and I had it all the way up until I think I was like 16 or something or whatever, and that's when I got the iPhone 3G, first smartphone ever, and I had that phone for like 3 years. So I feel like that's the main reason I would choose iPhone, because just of all the memories I have with it. I've had it for such a long damn time. And then, you know, a few years later, I ended up getting my first Android phone, which was the Galaxy S2. And it's kind of funny how many years later, my next premium Android phone that I get is the S20. It's kind of weird. S20, I go from the Galaxy S2 all the way to the S20. I really hope they call the next iPhone the iPhone 20. They're probably going to call it the iPhone 12, but it's like, why not call it the iPhone 20 like they did with the Galaxy S20? It would be perfect timing because we're in the year of 2020. It would line it up with the year. So then from there onward, they can just continue to call it basically by the year. Galaxy S21, Galaxy S22, iPhone 23, and so on. Even though it's like, they're probably going to call the next iPhone the iPhone 12 regardless. They don't give a shit about trying to stay more relevant and having a more relevant naming scheme, because they're probably going to continue with this retarded S release, because that's what they did last year. You know, it had the iPhone X, iPhone XS, and now iPhone 11, and now what? iPhone 11s, iPhone 11s Pro. It's just getting ridiculous. Why can't they just call it the iPhone 20, iPhone 20 Pro, and then whenever they release this budget iPhone, this iPhone SE2, they just call it iPhone. I mean, the rumors are going around that they're going to call it the iPhone 9. It's like, why? I mean, it is a direct modest upgrade from the iPhone 8. So it's essentially just going to be another iPhone 8 with bumped up specs, better camera, the currently latest processor, which is the Apple A13 chip, and probably like 3 gigs of RAM or something. Very modest upgrades other than the processor. And it's essentially going to be an iPhone 8 with newer, faster hardware. So they're going to call it iPhone 9. And it's just going to already seem outdated, because if they seriously keep the iPhone 8 design, which is several years old, it's like, who's going to want that? Other than like the small amount of people that are closed-minded and don't want to lose their home button or the Touch ID. And it's like, it's going to have those fat-ass bezels. It's going to look so 2016. And it's like, why? Why can't they just make the refreshed iPhone SE like bezel-less like every other modern smartphone in general? Like they release if they re-release the iPhone 8, it's going to immediately be outdated. Like, you get the iPhone 9 or iPhone SE2, whatever they end up calling it, everyone's gonna think that that your phone is like 4 or 5 years old already. They're gonna be like, you just bought this new phone for $400. That's apparently what it's gonna be going for. And everyone that sees you, they see you with this phone, and they're gonna think, hey, you got the iPhone 8? Damn, that phone's fucking old. Why don't you get a new one? Like, who in their right mind is gonna do that? Apple is so fucking dumb. Like, why can't they just come out with a bezel-less design like with the iPhone X? But if they want to keep the cost down, just put a fucking in-screen fingerprint scanner into it. Come up with their own in-screen fingerprint Touch ID solution. Don't re-release an ancient-looking design. Give me a fucking break. Either way, this video is long enough because I am rambling. So this has turned from a test quality video into a test quality rambling video. So stay tuned for more videos. See you, folks!